Hello Mia's Nation, you're welcome again to Mia's Cuisine. Today I will be showing you guys how to prepare spaghetti with meatballs. First we're going to start with the spaghetti. This is what I purchased. I don't buy anything expensive. I just get what I get and work with it. So I break it down into pieces bit by bit because my kids prefer it this way. First, you bring your water to boil. I have my water on the fire. You bring it to boil. You put a little bit of salt in it. Then you start putting in your spaghetti. When you're done putting your spaghetti in the pot, you stir it with a fork to prevent it from sticking together. So that's the catch, to prevent sticky spaghetti. It's not the brand, it's how you prepare it. Prevent it from sticking together and boil. You can choose to leave it open or you cover it with a lid. You boil for about 10 to 15 minutes until it's at the preference in which you want it. Some people like it well done, some people like it half done. If you think the water has dried out without you having the exact texture, then you can add water to it and continue cooking, and you stir again to prevent it from sticking together to each other. Our spaghetti is ready. We'll now turn it over to a strainer. And put in some freshly cold water. And let it drain. Now let's go to the sauce. The next step is to make our tomato sauce. I use whole canned tomato since fresh tomato can be very expensive. So I use the whole can, place in the blender, put some of my blended spices with pepper, or you put some fresh spices like celery, curly parsley and stuff. Add it to it. And you blend. The same way, the same sauce I have for stew and rotini pasta is the same method I prepared my spaghetti sauce. It's the same way I prepare my spaghetti sauce. And you blend. Once you're done blending, you put some oil in the pot, either canola, grapeseed, coconut, vegetable, whatever oil you use. Put a little bit in the pot, bring it to hot, put some onion, to crisp, and a blender to make your sauce. You add half teaspoon of salt, 2 cubes of maggi and mix. You lay low for the salt for now, since meatballs can be salty. And mix. You allow it to cook for 30 minutes and stir as you go along. When you think the sour taste for the tomato is all gone, has disappeared, then you can put in your meatballs. So let it cook, cover it and let it cook for 30 minutes with constant stirring to prevent it from burning. While your tomato is still cooking, you can start preparing your carrot and your yellow bell pepper. Yes, I do put vegetable into my spaghetti and meatballs. Whatever I can do, or whatever takes veggies, I do that because my kids really do love it and it's very good for them. So I cut the yellow bell peppers in strings like this, and for the carrot you can actually purchase it like this, or if you like you can buy your own carrot and chop it in these shapes. And this is a meatball I use. Sometimes I use chicken meatballs, sometimes I use meat. The difference is the meatballs is high in saturated fat while the chicken is less, so I mix it up. I go for meat and I go for chicken, whichever I want to cook at a particular time. So it depends on it's all based on your preference. It's been 30 minutes and yes, our tomato sauce. I've tasted it. There's no sour taste. Now I can add the meatballs. Stir and leave it for 5 minutes before adding the vegetable. The meatballs has already been pre-cooked. 5 minutes and add the vegetable. And we can add half a cup of water if you think it's too thick. We'll have a cup of water, or maybe a full cup. And we add our carrot and yellow bell pepper. Whenever you have an opportunity to add vegetables, you do it. You might not think the kids will love it, but they sure do. And the aroma from the yellow bell pepper is to die for. As you see, it's a little bit too thick, so we can add a cup of water to make it a cup and a half. You allow it to cook for another 10 to 15 minutes, and you add now your salt and maggi to taste. Here is our spaghetti and meatball sauce. So we can start putting the spaghetti into it. Here's my mixture. As you can see the little pieces of vegetable on top of it, so it's not just plain. It gives some zazz to it. It's the reason why I do what I do. Here we are. Here is our spaghetti and meatballs. So what you need is spaghetti, tomato, whole tin tomato, either crushed or dice. We need carrot, bell peppers, either yellow, green or orange. We need some little bit of onion, little bit of oil, meatballs itself, salt, maggi, and some pepper, depending on how you like it spicy. And follow the steps as shown, and you will have exactly what is presented to you. Once again, this is spaghetti and meatballs, homemade sauce. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.